Hi there. Okay, so when folks left class today on Monday, a couple people on the way out realized that they had enough of the project done that they'd actually like to try and start doing dimensions for homework. Don't panic if you're not there yet, but if you are, I just wanted to kind of walk you through setting that up so you could do that for homework. Here's kind of a floor plan I had at my house that's roughly the size. Oops, we gotta close that. All right, so this is roughly the size of the house that we're doing, so it should be about the same setup. So I'm here, my final house project is open right here, so it's kind of my final house project. So I'm going to go to the view tab, and I'm going to go the second button into the right, add a view, and I'm going to call it add a general view. And this, I'm going to call it house floor plan. Say next, and it's first floor. And then say next. And then again, I'm going to unclick at the top and then click the bottom one there and say finish. So that should be setting up right there. I'm going to open that up. And one of the things actually before you do this, if you've done it all, if you haven't done it yet, under my base plan, the scale down here should be 1/4 inch. If you haven't done that, we'll change it over here. But here's the view, house floor plan. And right now, I'm going to reload. Let's see. And I'm going to click OK. I don't think much changed, but it came in at an eighth of an inch. So I'm going to change that to 1/4 inch. And now for this part of the project, for the first sheet, which is going to be the floor plan, we're not going to see the furniture. So you're going to go over here to the layer where it looks like a piece of paper and a little snowflake, and where it says freeze there. So you're going to left click on that. And then I'm going to left click on the furniture, and most of my furniture should disappear. I do want all my bathroom stuff. I want my countertop. So in this house, this is the kitchen and the appliances. I want to be able to see that. In my case, this old project had an outline of carpet, so I'm going to hide that too. And so otherwise, most of this is pretty well set to go. You can see I'm missing some stuff just because it's an unfinished one. But this is where you're going to start then adding your dimensions. So in my case, my tool palette is already on document, but if it's not, you can right click it. And instead of design, you want document. For dimensions, we're going to have to check this license soon. We're going to go more dimension tools. So click here. And then let me click over. It should be opening in a second. Let's say, come on. So we want to add the linear. So we're going to add that to tool palette. I'm going to click that again because another one we want to make sure to add is the, let's see, aligned one. So add to tool palette too. That way, if we need to do any diagonals, but most of you will be using these linear ones. We're going to follow the same pattern we did for our first house project. You're going to do the rooms, the thickness of the walls, like here would be the closet, thickness of the walls, the room, kind of continue down. Then you're going to have to the left of that on the outside, it's going to be an overall measurement. We can also choose, you're going to have, if we're going to do windows, if there's doors too, we can kind of get into that on a third level. For my sake, for this project, I'm fine that if you do just room, thickness of the walls, room, that'll be your dimensions here. And then the overall on this side. This house here had a porch, so we'll kind of deal with that a little bit differently. But that's what you'll be doing. We're starting to work on Thursday in class, or like I said, if you want to start now, get a little bit ahead of the game. For this one here, this view, that's the house floor plan, we're going to dimension it, and we're also going to put room names in, and then we'll also have a title mark, and then this guy will be basically done. And in class, I'll walk us through setting up the furniture plan, but it's going to be the same thing, but really just your drawing, and then you're all set. You're going to have a furniture plan, a little title mark, and then you're good to go. All right, so I will close this down and kind of post this online. So if you want to use this during the week before class Thursday, you can kind of get a little bit ahead of it there.